Okay, if you are having trouble with the rearranging of these last four on your practice, I'm going to help you get started on that. First of all, I hope on the y equals -1, you remembered that that was actually going this direction on the -1, and that the x equals 3 was actually going this direction on the 3. So, and then, yeah, hopefully you put your first dot at +3 on the y-axis, and slope is down 1/1. Okay, that's just a quick hint. All right, let's rearrange on number 4. -4y minus 12x plus 8 equals 0. There's room down below to rewrite this equation, so we have room to work it out. All right, got to get y by itself. That's the whole point to being able to graph it. So I'm going to move this and this to the other side. So you move a -12x by adding 12x, and you move a +8 by subtracting 8. So I'm going to do that to both sides. I'm going to add 12x and -8. And over here they cancel, and you're left with -4y. On the right, you've got +12x minus 8. Last step should be to get y by itself. It's multiplied by -4, so you're going to divide both sides by -4. Cancel, cancel. Y is by itself. You got to do the little heart trick. 12x divided by -4 is -3x. And -8 divided by -4, negative divided by negative is +2. So when you go to graph this first one, you're going to put your first dot at the y-intercept, which is 2. And you are going to make a -3 slope, which is -3/1. So that would be down 3/1, down 3/1, and so on. You can go back up 3/1. Okay, use a straight edge. I don't have one right now. The second equation on this graph is y plus 2. This one's super easy, equals x. Y is almost already by itself. There's only one thing you got to get rid of to get y by itself. You got to get rid of the +2 by doing -2. So y equals, remember you can't combine those, leave them separate, x minus 2. Okay, you put your first dot at your y-intercept, which is -2. And your slope is a hidden invisible 1, which means up 1/1. So from here, up 1/1, whoop, that's where they meet. Up 1/1, up 1/1, keep going. Use your straight edge if you have one. Okay, that one's done. All right, the second one that you have to rearrange is almost by itself too. Y is almost by itself. The only problem is to be multiplied by 3. So let's come down here and find some space. 3y equals -3x plus 6. The only thing you have to do to get y by itself is divide by 3 on both sides. On the left, they cancel. On the right, you got to do the little heart trick. -3 divided by +3 is -1x. I'm going to just let it be hidden invisible. 6 divided by 3 is 2, +2, so +2. Where do you put your first dot? At the y-intercept 2. What is my slope? -1, which means down 1/1. Great. That line is done. Not difficult. The second equation on this problem is also easy. The y is almost by itself. In fact, I'm going to use the space up here. Y is almost by itself. The only thing you got to get rid of is plus x. So let's do -x. They cancel. Y is by itself. 4 minus x you can't do. They're not like terms. So I'm going to write -x first. That's a +4. You're done. Your first dot goes on the y-intercept at +4. The slope is -1, which means down 1/1, down 1/1, down 1/1. This is interesting. What you will notice is they both have a -1 slope. This one and this one have the same slope, which means they're parallel, which means they will never intersect. Never intersecting lines, parallel lines, mean they will never meet, so there's no solution. All right, I think you guys can try the last one on your own. Y is almost by itself up here, Y already is by itself here. Quick reminder, if there's no y-intercept, if the second equation, y equals -x, has nothing after it, the y-intercept is +0. So your first dot on this one should be at 0. Okay, finish the rest by yourself. Good luck.